Hello, good afternoon. Monday again, here we are, Monday the 17th of January. So I hope you're well. I hope life has been treating you well. Let me just close down a few windows. My computer's giving off as usual. So, happy Monday. Speaking of happy Mondays, did anybody see Dancing on Ice last night? See Bez doing his Happy Mondays routine on the ice. It was quite funny. I've never seen any celebrity going on with a melon-shaped helmet on. It was hilarious. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It was on ITV last night. Very, very funny. Anyway, here we are, Monday again, and as usual, I like to try and check in about this time on a Monday just to say hello and to give you some thoughts for the week. So how's your week been since we checked in last week? Let me know in the comments how you've been getting on. I will go back in and have a wee check through the comments later, so if you've missed this live, feel free to comment away on the replay, and I'll answer you if you've asked any questions. So how's your week been? For me, I have had quite a busy week, but a nice week too, sort of in flow, just getting back into the routine again. Still finding the energy of January, moving at a more measured pace, which I'm really enjoying, rather than the swift, crazy pace of 2021. So I'm starting to settle into this more mindful pace. Having said that, we are more than halfway through January now, but it still feels that it's quite a sort of a positive pace, rather than it being just too crazy. I have managed to get a few things done, and I've taught my first Reiki class for 2022, so that was at the weekend there. We had a lovely level 1 class in the very lovely space at Ards Yoga and Wellness Studios. It's the first time I had used the space to teach Reiki, and it was really, really nice. Despite the distractions of the market being outside, it actually worked really well, so it was a lovely space, and I look forward to running more classes in there. We have level 2 coming up in February, which is nearly fully booked, but there will be a wee overflow class in Bangor. If anybody needs to do their level 2, do get in touch. What else has been going on? You may have seen on the page or on the website that I wrote a wee blog last week just about stepping into the flow of life. It's my intention this year to sort of try and go with the flow more, to allow things to come to me rather than constantly trying to strive and reach for them, and to more sort of intuitively design my own life. And as a result, I'm also working in the background on a new coaching project, a new group coaching project called Intuitive Life Design, where we can meet each week and have a chat and do monthly Q&A, and there'll be some live sessions, and it's all a group sort of membership subscription type based service. But I'm working on that at the moment, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how that develops, because I think we can all, in fact I know we can all take charge of our lives. We have the power within us. We are the creators of our own lives if we just let ourselves believe that, and we can design a life that we truly want to live, and shift our mindset to allow us to actually believe that, and to actually bring it into being, so that we're not at the mercy of things that happen to us, and that we are actually in the driving seat of life. So that's kind of what the blog was all about, and it was about stepping into the flow, and how I want to bring that flow, the flow that I have in my artwork that I'm starting to work on now with new fluid art projects, bringing that in with Rocks and Rituals, and having the two things flowing nicely together, so that my life kind of flows the way I want it. And I'd like to then bring that learning and that teaching to you, and give you some resources and tips and tools, so that you guys can bring that into your own life as well. So keep a wee eye on the page, join the mailing list if you haven't already, and make sure that you're kept up to date when that goes live. I'm hoping to bring it live within the next few weeks, but we'll see how we go. I'm just going to flow, take my own advice. What else? Had a good clear out at the weekend too. I think it's the full moon. There's a full moon tonight. You probably saw it yesterday. The moon came out about 3 or 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and it was gorgeous. But I think it's full tonight, running into tomorrow, and you can feel the energy of the full moon. This particular moon is giving me the vibe of just wrapping stuff up and clearing away any last content from 2021, clearing away any clutter, anything that needs to go. We are in the process of starting to, think about things in the house, starting to clear things away, so that we can start to get packed up. We're hoping to move this year, so we're starting to put those plans in place just now about how much stuff we need to take with us. So it's a good time to check in under this full moon tonight. Good time to check in and see what is what's making the cut for 2022. What do you need to leave behind and what do you want to take forward? You know, what influence, what energy do you want to bring to bear in 2022? How do you want to stamp your energy all over it? This is the moon energy tonight to allow you to do that. Don't forget to get your crystals out and get them charged as well. And good afternoon, Maria. Nice to see you. Make sure you get your crystals out as well tonight under that lovely potent moon. It's lovely and bright. It was really gorgeous yesterday. It wasn't quite full, but you could see how beautiful it was going to be. So check it out tonight. Hopefully we'll get clear skies. It's been really nice and bright today. So I'm kind of hoping that the skies stay clear enough for us to see it. So harnessing that energy yesterday, my partner and I had a damn good clear out. We just decided we're going to take one room a week and we're going to start really clearing out. So we decided we would start with the wardrobes and the clutter and just get anything out of the bedroom that didn't need to be there. And we got, I want to say we got maybe 9 if not 10 full bin bags of clothes away to charity and maybe about 6 bags of just stuff that needed to go to the bin. And do you know what? The whole energy in the room feels so much different now. It feels so lovely and light. So we're really champing at the bit now to get round the rest of the rooms in the house to do this and to have a good clear out. But again, just flowing with it. Remembering that my word for the year is flow, and just stepping into that flow and trying to bring that into my life a little bit more is really where I'm coming from. So that's kind of where I've been this week. So I was teaching Reiki at the weekend, gorgeous class, brilliant people. Decluttering yesterday, just trying to get a handle on putting my stamp on my energy and thus leaving stuff behind that I don't need anymore. And as I say, just really bringing the intuitive flow into life. So I've drawn a few cards for you, as always. We have got the Kyle Gray Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. I've used this one before. Again, it is one of my favourite decks. The artwork in it's really, really nice. And Kyle Gray's a really sought after expert in the angel field. So he's very, very good. And the cards are gorgeous. They're lovely quality. Nice thick cards. Sometimes you get oracle cards and tarot decks and they're really thin. These ones are lovely. Really, really, really thick. So I just pulled 3 at random. I pulled one from the top, one from the middle and one from the bottom of the deck just to see what we got today. And the first card that came up is the Elder card. Okay, so it's the Elder card. You can see the gorgeous artwork on it. And it says on it, move beyond ancestral patterns. Sometimes we allow ourselves to believe stuff that's been given to us by family members, past and present. We have a stack of limiting beliefs and we put limitations on ourselves just because that's what everybody else in the family does. And we think we have to do that too. And we don't have to. You are powerful enough to step out of any behavioural patterns, any limiting beliefs, anything that you don't feel is in alignment with your flow and your intuitive life design. You don't need to hang on to anymore. You can set it down. You have the power to make that choice. You have the responsibility to make that choice. This is a time for healing and change. This card shows up quite often to remind you of ancestral wisdom and teachings over thousands of years and in your genetics, as well as anything that you might be carrying that isn't yours to carry. So check in with the beliefs that you have. Are they actually yours or have they been given to you by your parents or well-meaning family? Nobody gives you beliefs. You know, we kind of, as children, we're like little sponges and we just soak up the environment that we have, and then we find ourselves in adulthood still with these beliefs that were handed to us by our parents. And our parents meant the best, no doubt, but at the same time maybe they don't serve us well. Things like, you know, oh, you've got to work so very, very, very hard in order to make it in life, or, you know, nothing's free, you know, you must do this, you must do that. All these beliefs that sort of start to tie around you and you get constricted and limited by them, and you think, well, I can't do that because nobody else in my family's ever done that. You know, I can't go out and work on my own because everybody else, you know, my family tell me I have to stop being an artist and get a real job. I have to stop being a holistic therapist and get a real job. Nonsense. It is a real job. Following your soul, following your passion, doing what makes your heart sing is what's right for you. So This card shows up just to remind you that you have the power, you have the ancestral wisdom within you, but you can also step away from the stories and the limiting beliefs that have been passed to you from generations and generations and create your own story. You have the power to do that. Create your own story. And the second card that came up then was the Shield Maiden card. Okay, focus and plan. Focus and plan. Make plans and focus. Real warrior energy about this card, but deeply feminine too. Okay. Fierce feminine energy. Really fierce feminine energy. You know, helping you to have the courage to move past. Okay, having the courage to move past the things that are holding you back, perhaps the stuff that's sitting generationally with you, the family beliefs and limiting patterns of behaviour. She comes along now to say, you know, you have fierce energy within you. You are a warrior, you have the power, you have the courage to move past these limiting beliefs, but you also need to first assess, see what's there, reflect, review, see what's going on, and then take steps. Make plans and take steps. Get prepared, then take action. And that's what I'm going to be working on in the Intuitive Life Design coaching program, is that, you know, let's reflect. Let's, you know, it comes in steps. Let's reflect. Let's look at what works, what doesn't work, what's been going well for us, what beliefs do we have. Let's really assess where our values are, where our belief system is, and can we create new beliefs? You know, and absolutely we can create new beliefs, and that's all in the program that I'm working on at the moment, you know. And just about then, once we've got an assessment done of where we're at, because as it says here, you know, make plans and focus. Well, it's really difficult to make plans if you don't know what it is you want, or you don't really know what it is you actually believe in. So it's really important that you take time just to make those plans and to get the focus and to just find your path in life, and then use the energy, the fierce feminine energy here of this warrior, the Shield Maiden, to really help you move forward and to move forward into the way that you want to live your life, because you have the courage. She gives you the courage. Okay. And the final card that came up today then was the Spring card. This gorgeous card. See your seeds grow, it says. And it's really, the fact that it's sunny today, I think, has given a little hint of spring. It's given us a little bit of hope. We're far from being out of winter yet, but at the same time, in the next couple of months, as we start to head into February, March time, we'll be starting to come into the springtime, and it will be time for change and rebirth. There's so much potential in the air right now. Change is on the horizon. We know that change is on the horizon here in the house, because we've just been told that the house we're living in, which is rented at the moment, will be being put up for sale in the spring. You know, and that we will have to find somewhere else to live, and that's fine, that's okay. We kind of expected it. It's a bit still, you know, right, okay, have to focus, have to make plans, have to get going. But let's step into the flow. It's time to practice what we preach here and try and sort of allow it to come to us, and it will. This card reminds us that, you know, the little hair on it is all about intuition and rebirth and bringing your dreams to life. So right now I'm focusing on, well, what type of house do I want? What type of house would be really, really great for us to have, that is ours, that we can, you know, put our stamp on? And that's what we're working on at the moment. So the Spring card comes in very much to remind you that the seeds you've planted are in the ground right now. They're all sitting there waiting in the dark, but they're going to have the potential to grow, and they'll grow in and expand in a way that is right for you, because you've put the effort into it. You really have put the effort into it. So they are really lovely cards, and they have come through, I think, just as always. The cards each week come through with just the perfect message, I think, each week, and whether it resonates with one person or whoever's watching this, that's enough. It just needs to resonate with one person, or one of the cards might resonate with you more than the other. And that's really what I wanted to sort of say this week, is that let's use the cosmic energy that's going on at the moment. Mercury's in retrograde. Don't let that frighten you. That makes you the communicator of your life. It allows you just to really look and assess and see what's going on and work through things. We've got Uranus about to move direct after 5 months being retrograde, so things will start to settle down now for us and push forward. And we've got a full moon. So we've got all that cosmic energy today moving forward why don't we use it and embrace it, and then really take a look, clear out any residual energy that's left over from 2021. It's time to let it go now. So let that go under the full moon tonight. Maybe you'll want to light a candle. Maybe write down a few things you want to let go, and then maybe burn that piece of paper tonight. Maybe you'll want to meditate tonight or today. You know, remember, the energy of the full moon isn't just while the moon's shining, it's there. We can feel it now. You could feel it even yesterday. Okay, so just bear that in mind, that this is all available for you. Okay, use the energy of the shield maiden, the fierce energy, the warrior feminine energy, and allow that to move you forward, to give you the courage to take the steps, to break out of the comfort zone, to let go of the limiting beliefs that have maybe been put on you by family and generations of behaviour that is not yours to carry anymore, and step into the spring. As the sun shines today, feel that potential, that excitement in the air. So whatever you're up to this week, I hope you have a great week ahead, and I hope the cards spoke to you. This week I am just getting ready for a few things to do for my mum as usual, and just a few appointments to take her to and bits and pieces to do. Teaching Astro Tarot tonight. Tonight we're looking at the planets and how they influence the meanings of the cards. And then at the weekend I've got a crystal course, which is full at the moment, although the online course is still available for anyone who wants it. So there's loads still going on. Enjoy this second half of January as we move into it now. Stamp your energy all over it and have the courage to make the changes that you need to make. So it's lovely to see you, and keep in touch. Let me know what's going on with you, and I will speak to you again next week. Bye.